So bear with me on this. I first want to talk about Jeff White and what Jeff White's meant to the program, as Devin and Jeff are the only two that were here for the, and Cal. Those three were the only ones here for the transition from the rise of the Missouri Valley.
Nope.
And Mill. Were you hurt that year? I don't know. Freshman year. So, but Mill saw it though. Mill saw it. And it was an undertaking. It was an undertaking. And these young men have laid the foundation for the future to come. And I look back on what Jeff's meant to the program, and of his effort, his toughness. He played in over 126 games at Loyola. He finished 11th all-time in the history of Loyola in assists. That's a great stat. 11th in the history of assists. He had over 100 steals, putting him just outside the top 10 in that category. He was the first player since Blake Schlib to hand out 250 assists in 3 different seasons. But I tell you the one thing that I'll never forget about Jeff, and while I'll always remember it, says the kind of character he is there were times where he was in and out of the starting lineup, and last year when we won 24 games, Jeff was not in the starting lineup. And we had arguably one of our biggest games of the year was at Drake. And if we won that, we were off a Thursday night. We had a bye in the tournament. And he had one of his biggest games, scoring 12 points, and he had 2 big baskets in overtime. And I remember in the locker room how unbelievably excited he was for knowing that he just contributed. And I love that about Jeff because he was selfless. Some kids will pout, some kids will think about this, that, and the other, and he was just all about the name on the front of his jersey. That was Loyola. And I always remember that. And for Jeff, whatever future holds for him, I know how hard he works, how he attacks adversity, how he overcomes. I'm so proud to have been Jeff White's coach.
Good evening, everyone. First, I want to say I'm just glad to be in the room with everyone that's here. It's been a pleasure here at Loyola. I remember my first year coming in here with Coach, as you say, when I committed right on the spot. I remember him talking about wanting to rebuild this program and wanting Loyola to be at the top. And that was something that really stuck out to me that made me want to choose to come to Loyola, because I want to be part of history and help rebuild. And going through our freshman year, you know, it was a roller coaster. Like, I mean, I came from a winning program in high school, and you know, we had a tough season, but overall I learned a lot throughout that season. Came back the next year, then a lot of guys left, but you know, I still had guys like Turk and Milk. They stayed, and it was us three, the main core of the foundation, as Coach said, and we decided to stick together. We took a different route than what others chose what was best for them, and my whole goal for Loyola was to help turn this program around. As Coach said, you know, I'm all about the team first and for others. I've always been like that way. And I'm just glad, like, for previous years, from my past relationship with other teammates and stuff that we had, like, I got a brotherhood with my teammates and stuff, and I'm really thankful for every last one of y'all. And I want to give a big thanks to my mom for sticking with me, being there when I was down every day, and just like the heart and toughness, everything I got from my mom, which, like, she's always my MVP. My mom, roller coaster times at Loyola, off the court, on the court, and like, it's times where I was just like stuck in the trap, and I knew I could always call on my mom because I grew up watching her, single parent, and raised me, my brother and sister. She did a very great job, and she never gave up and always fought through adversity, so I just want to thank you for that. For my grandfather as well, he never missed a game, always been there when I needed him, and there's so much I can say about him, and I really appreciate you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this too, and I really appreciate y'all, and I love y'all, and as you see, they came up tonight, even on the school night where my mom got to go back to her other kids. I wish you could stay, but I appreciate y'all coming, just seeing y'all, and I love y'all. And to the alumni and fans, I really appreciate y'all's support and everything as well. Y'all mean a lot to us as well. And I have to send you out, Sister Jean. You've been a huge inspiration. I appreciate you. I appreciate the prayers before the games and your emails. Either whether we lose or win, I always know expect a confident email from Sister Jean. That's always uplifting. Even though we just lose or have a bad game, I can count on her to bring a smile to my face. And to the coaching staff, Flash, B, E, B, Coach Vinny, throw you in there too, London.
I'm throwing you in there.
Making this way up, but I'm proud of you. I appreciate y'all as well, man. Y'all been a huge impact in my life, helping me as well when Coach is not around. Y'all did a lot of things when he wasn't there busy. Y'all helped me out a lot, and I really love y'all, and I appreciate y'all. And when I leave Loyola, I know I'll be able to always say this is my second home here, and most importantly as well, I thank God for allowing me to be in this room and allowing me to be in this situation to play Division I basketball. It's always been a dream, especially where I came from, and just to be able to have Loyola call it a second home is a pleasure. And most importantly, I also want to give a shout out to my teammates. Y'all been unbelievable guys to me, man. Y'all some goofy characters, man. I'm gonna say, being with y'all, man, I really respect each and one of y'all. Whether I talk to y'all every day or hang with y'all, I just want y'all to know y'all always have a brother with me and call me or for whatever. I'm always here for y'all. It's been truly a blessing and a ride, a journey. I miss it already being with y'all. And I mean, I'm sad that I'm not here, but I am blessed and to see that, to know that the hands of the program is left in good hands, and the future of Loyola will be bright. And I'm just happy that I was just started the foundation for this, and hopefully I will always be tuned in with the Loyola Ramblers, and I'll be watching y'all. And good luck to everyone, and I appreciate it.
Devin Turk. I think the word Turk was synonymous the last 4 years of Loyola as instant offense, quick threes, quick trigger, long-range shots, excitement. And the people that knew him knew about his personality, his smile. One thing I'm unbelievably proud of is last year Turk led us in charges. And that was something that I think I was very, very proud of Turk. When I think of Turk off the floor, when I see him with my kids, when I see him with the camps, I see his smile, I see his personality. It's infectious. And you hope as a coach that you sit in a spot sometimes that there's tough love. It's a spot where they hope you come in one way and you hope they walk out, just like I did with my parents, is the older you get, the smarter you get. And we always used to say that about your parents. And I look at Turk's maturity and how he's walking out as a Loyola graduate, and just unbelievably proud of the career he had, but the person he is. And I know how he's going to walk out of this university and represent us, his family, and his success that he will have. Some highlights of Turk's career statistically. He played in 131 games in a Loyola uniform. Arguably the best shooter in Loyola history, made school record 262 three-pointers. He set the school record last year as a junior in the CBI clinching game. On what play?
Oh,
no, remember what play?
Don't tell me. Orange Panther.
Mouse.
Mouse?
At his breakout game, as a freshman in a historic game against Mississippi State, hitting 5 threes as part of the 50th anniversary game of change when we beat Mississippi State. He scored in Loyola's first win ever in the Missouri Valley Conference. Turk scored a career-high 30 points on 9 field goals as we beat Missouri State. Had his best year as a senior, averaging 11 points per game. And Turk finished his career with 1,205 points 25 on the all-time leading list at Loyola University.
This thing needs to be longer, like I just want to start off by saying thank you to everybody, all the fans, all the supporters. You've been a positive influence on me and my 4 years here. I want to thank the coaches. You constantly stayed on me all these 4 years. Well, last 2 years, Brian, E, Benny came in for 1 year, Flash been here 4 years, man. I thank y'all. Y'all were a great, positive influence on me, man. I appreciate it. Porter, I appreciate it for Coach.
Hey, London and CT call me Porter now too. So.
I call him Porter now. Appreciate you too, man. You positive influence on me as well. I thank all of my teammates, man. Great group of guys to be around. And I remember when I was like practicing this speech not too long ago, when I was just messing around, I had my mom in there, but my mom is unfortunately not able to be here, so and I remember before we played, who was it? Northern Iowa. I was talking, we was about to play, we had pregame, and I walked up, and Coach was like, "What's up, Turk?" I'm like, "What's up, Coach?" Is Trina coming to the game? I'm like, "Nah, she's not gonna be able to make it." He was like, "You usually play good when your mom's there," and I was like, "Yeah, there's just something about having that woman in the building." And he was like, she'll be in there. Well, she'll be in the spirit." That's what he said. Right. And I was like, "That's funny because she just told me that the day before," and it was ironic. And speaking of my mom, I'm gonna just keep on going with my mom because Jeff gave a great presentation on his mom. On my way to class, this is actually an ironic day for me as well. That the banquet is on this day as well. It's a special day for me. I was going to class and I was getting on the elevator to go print out some homework for class. And on the way up, my mom sent me a text saying, she said, "Let me think about this." What she said. You know, you get stuck when you get nervous. She said, "Never get satisfied." And I opened it, and above that, she sent me a little paragraph. Before every game, she always sent me this little book to read before every game. If anybody ever saw it, what are you reading? Somebody mad? I'm like, "No, it's my mom." Before that, I'll tell you a little funny story about me and my mom. We had this little Ford thing going. We loved it before. I love it, she loves it. I don't know if she loves it because I love it so much, but we had this little thing going where I was like, "Yo, Mom, it's 4:44 p.m. She's like, "Yo, I just had 4 bottles of water." I'm on the 4th floor right now. She sent me this paragraph. I'll read that to you guys. It says, 4 years ago, today you signed your letter of intent to go to Loyola. In 1 month, you will be walking across the stage, so proud of you and the young man that you become. Keep God first, love you. And I instantly said, "That's greatness," because I love the word greatness for some reason. And as soon as I texted that, I went back to my Facebook page and I was looking at the picture of me signing my letter of intent. And instantly when I look at it, I'm not even gonna lie, I start bawling. While I'm in the library, I just started bawling. I couldn't hold it, I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I started to think about the 4 years that I've had here at Loyola. And a couple of days ago, I was doing this little video shooting. The guy that was, he asked me, over your 4 years, if you could do anything different with your 4 years, would you? And I didn't even get a chance to comprehend what he said. I said, no, I would not do anything different. All of the failures that I've had at Loyola, all the success on the court and off the court, all the mistakes I made, everything has made me who I am today. And I appreciate all that, man. Every one of you guys, you just made me such a great person. I'm proud to have all of you in my my life. And like when I think of Loyola, I think of like the arrow going up. Coach always talks about that. The arrow going up. Loyola, like when I first came here, me and Jeff was just looking at we were just looking at campus, and it's like a totally different campus of how it used to be. And now it just keeps improving. And when I leave and come back, Loyola is going to be greatness, like the word I say. And then I'll leave again, and then I'll come back, and Loyola is going to be more greatness. And that's just how I think about myself and like what Loyola has taught me. You fight through adversity, you keep fighting, you keep pushing your arrow forward, like you say, and greatness will happen for you. And that's what Loyola has taught me. That's all I got.